Hey y'all.
What do you say, folks? Alright, y'all been hearing us chirp about this pliable swarm lure. We're going to show y'all how to make it. It's supposed to be long lasting. Your main ingredients is going to be beeswax.
Chunks of it.
Chunks of beeswax. We'll tell you how much we've been adding to it and all here in just a second. Jasper.
Got an audience.
Some propolis. I forgot to get the lemongrass oil, but we'll get that in a second, show you. And a 1/4 cup
Olive oil.
of olive oil. So, what we got going on, I did a redneck double boiler because I didn't want to mess up anything of my woman's.
He's learning, y'all.
She kind of get a little fussy with me about taking her good stuff and turning it into beekeeping material. Alright, so here's what we got. Weighed out 2 ounces of beeswax. And from our understanding, it doesn't matter if it's cappings or stuff that come off your brood. You just need 2 ounces of beeswax. Alright. Then we're going to chunk all that.
What's the camera here?
Bingo bam. Right there. Let that sit. We got our oven going. I'll give you the temperature in just a minute. Then we got our propolis. Look at that stuff. Ain't that stuff pretty? Well,
Slow down.
camera can't keep
There
up
it
with me.
goes.
Ain't that pretty? Whatever's in there. Alright. 1 ounce of propolis.
That's 1.2.
But,
technically.
well, okay. Technically.
Roughly an ounce.
Yeah, roughly an ounce of propolis. We got an ounce of propolis off just simply scraping the top bars and cleaning up around the inside of the colony. And it wasn't no problem for us to get well over an ounce of propolis by doing that. Now, we're going to add that to the concoction. That's your wax, your propolis, and your olive oil. Now, this is something I was able to use and this helped out a lot. A candy thermometer. It's hard to tell on here, but the first batch we done, and it ain't gonna focus. There we go. But the first batch we done, we never let it get above 225 degrees. That was plenty enough to melt the wax and the propolis, and that was our end result.
This is cool.
But it's very much pliable. We went and put it out on boxes.
So yeah, we just put it in a little aluminum muffin pan to dry. Just one of them cheap throwaway ones.
Y'all bear with me.
But it's kind of pretty the way it come out. It smells really good too.
Alright. Let's head back over here a second.
Okay.
The bigger one, we added 10 drops of lemongrass oil. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. We'll try to get it close.
It's we just bought that at the health food store.
Yeah.
Just pure lemongrass oil.
$6.50. What we did for that. But there's 10 drops into that one. We just poured it into the mold, and once it was still good and hot, we added the 10 drops of lemongrass to it, let it rip. This one here is just beeswax, propolis, and it pops out real easy. Ain't nothing to it. Even when it dried, it popped out.
If you got
real
two
nice.
hands to do it with. Let's see how pretty that stuff is.
Oh no, we've been calling them cupcakes, but call them what you want.
Honeybee cupcakes.
But that one does not have the lemongrass in it, but you can very much smell the propolis and the wax mixed in together. And we applied it to a wooden box, and we also applied it to some styrofoam mating nukes that we had made, just to see if it would pull the styrofoam off the box, trying to apply it. It did not even so much as fray the styrofoam on the box. So it is very much pliable. It stays and holds good.
It almost feels like a lotion bar type deal. Like it's, I mean, it's solid, but it's not so hard you can't work with it.
I'll tell you what, she won't fuss too much on this one. But just kind of give y'all an idea. Just that little, the camera pick it up.
Stop moving. There you go.
See right there, right,
Just
just
that
applied
residue
that.
on it.
Now it's just barely doing it. And we'll do the same thing with the one that doesn't have lemongrass in it. And the same thing there.
Yeah, see, it kind of smears just like a lotion bar type.
But it doesn't clump up to where it just rolls on something and falls off. It, like I say, it's very much pliable to where it stays and it spreads like a butter.
It's
and it
spreadable.
holds. So we're gonna go with this for a few minutes. We're gonna wait for our water to get hot. I'm not gonna drag y'all through all that. But once it starts melting on down real good, we'll come back to you and show you what's happening with it.
Okay.
We rolling?
We're rolling.
Okay. Alright, y'all. Look, it's getting melted down pretty good. And you see our propolis is getting pretty well a good liquid form to it.
Kind of pretty, except for the chunks and stuff.
Well, you're going to have bee legs and trash and things like that in it. But hey, don't fret over that. Don't worry about none of it. It'll all come out in the wash, as they say. But just get in there, and once you start seeing everything melting down real good, just stir it up. Probably for about, I don't know, you might have to do this about 5 or 10 minutes to get everything mixed up nice and good after that propolis has finally melted down. That's the longest process, is waiting on that propolis. But as you can tell, it ain't a big old ball of propolis no more. It's just pretty well done solidified down to a liquid.
It's solidified to a liquid.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying.
It's melted down to a liquid.
Y'all know what I'm saying. If you've been at Gunline long enough,
you know what he's saying.
y'all know what I'm saying. It has become a liquid form. Okay, with bugs. But anyway, just sit here and stir it good until every bit of it gets mixed up nice and good. And you'll be able to tell. And at the end of it, once all the main propolis melts, you'll kind of have like a slum gum, if you will, in there as well. And as it cools, you can kind of pick up that slum gum and pick up some of that trash. But we ain't studying all that. The main thing we're looking for is everything to melt.
Your hand moving and it keeps making the camera unfocus.
My bad. But,
There we go.
and I'll show y'all how I done this old redneck double boiler here. Well, I can tell y'all real quick while we stirring. Got this measuring cup at the dollar store for what, $4? Then in the bottom, I don't know if you can see down in there right now with the bubbles.
But it's under the thing.
It's
just a mason jar ring.
Yeah, a ring from a mason jar to keep it off the bottom of the pan.
We'll just put the mason jar ring in the pot and then set the measuring bowl on top of it.
Okay, we pretty well got this stuff liquefied good and nice and pretty. Then any of the junk, slum gum if you will kind of start sticking to your little skewer here. And this baby, it works out just fine. So gentlemen, I suggest that's what you do. Find something you can throw away.
Yeah. Don't get one of your wife's good kitchen utensils for this.
No, she may get fussy. Or do it when she ain't home. That way you don't get in trouble.
Oh, you'll still get in trouble.
Just don't let her watch your video. You'll be alright. But, alright. I'm going to get this finished mixed up real quick. And like I say, we're at 200 and we're right at 225 degrees right now. And that's where we've been holding it at. So,
I'll be right back.
be right back.
Alright, y'all.
Action number
We
3.
got it out.
So,
Action 3.
yeah. All we're going to do, pour it off in our little cupcake pan here.
Technically, it's a muffin pan.
Y'all know what I'm saying here.
You don't want to confuse people.
No. Bingo. We'll try to get as even as we can.
Ugh.
Get your goo.
Lots of goo.
Mm-hmm.
And then your lemongrass.
Add 10 drops.
Yep.
1, 2. 1 for just extra. We'll put 1 more in there. Ain't no hurt. Then, just mix that up a little bit. Let everything get in there nice and pretty.
I am going to scoop the dead bee out. He was reading my mind.
There we go. Alright, we'll let that dry. But that's going to be your end result right there. Either way. That's what it come out to. Then, once again, it's very much pliable. Go out there and put it in whatever swarm traps you want. It's supposed to, according to the forums that we picked this up off of, it's supposed to be a long-lasting swarm lure.
We shall see.
Alright, appreciate y'all watching. God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye, y'all.